Hello. So today we had a question in our membership group about how much medical information on our kids should we release or should we share with the school. And that really is such an individual question as far as a parent. How much information do you think the school needs, and how much will be helpful for them? So I think you just have to kind of follow your gut and decide for that. But one of the other points that I brought up with this question was, it made me think about release of information. A lot of times when the school finds out that, you have a private therapist or, maybe a private counselor or a doctor, whatever, the school will ask for you to sign a release of information so they can get information from the private provider. When you look at the release of information, make sure you read it real carefully first. It should not just be a blanket consent for whatever they want to ask for. They are allowed to. Usually on a release of information form, there's going to be different kinds of, records or documents that they want to ask for. Make sure those are checked. Also, I always suggest that parents add a couple sentences to the release form to cover two different situations. One, if the school district wants to call a private provider and talk with them on the phone, I encourage parents to say that they can do that as long as the parent is also on the phone line with everybody, or if it's a face-to-face meeting, that the parent is there in the meeting. And that's just to be proactive and prevent the school district from saying, I talked to your provider. Hey, Alexandria. And your provider said, no, we should be doing this. And the parent's like, what? I never heard of that. So to keep down the confusion, I think it's best practice if parents are on the phone or meet in person with a private provider in the school district. And that, again, depends on your situation. The other sentence that I suggest that you add to a release form is if the district wants to request any kind of written records, is that they go through you first. So the district can tell the parent what kinds of records they're wanting. The parent can get those from the doctor or the private therapist and then deliver them to the district. And again, this is being proactive and just making sure that you see what gets shared with the district and it doesn't pass through and leave you kind of out of the loop. So if you have questions about this, just type them in our comments, and if you're watching the replay, I'll come back and answer your questions. But basically, read the release of information. Make sure you agree with what you're consenting to release. My advice is to add two sentences. One, that you always be in the loop and you're on the phone or in the conversation between providers in the school district. And two, any written information they want, you get that from the private provider and you deliver that or email that to the school. So that's our quick tip in our little impromptu video for the day. Hope you guys are having a great day, and we shall see you later. Bye-bye.